One, and go.
My name is Payne, and I'm the founder of Servants for His Kingdom. And right now, Servants for His Kingdom is primarily working in eastern Ukraine.
Eric Payne is the founder of Servants for His Kingdom, a humanitarian organization that works mainly in the eastern region of Ukraine. A few months ago, he asked me to come out with him to Ukraine to document the work that they were doing in the frontline villages.
When I first decided to come to Ukraine, I came to Romania for 2 weeks and worked with a group there, helping refugees and working on some refugee housing. I got a call from a lady, Elvira Katzel from Ukraine, who heard about that there was an American Christian who wanted to help in Ukraine. She called me and asked if I wanted to help with her family to distribute food. This is where it all started. I came into Ukraine, I met this family. The first day I came to their home, their house felt like home. They asked me within 30 minutes of being there if I would drive a van to Kharkiv that night. This is about at that time with the detours, it's about a 16-hour drive. So that night we took off and headed for Kharkiv. When we came into Kharkiv, it was very overcast skies. They were bombing Kharkiv very heavily, so the overcast skies created a cloud ceiling that trapped all the smoke inside. You could just smell things burning. You could just smell the bombs from going off. You could just smell just war in the air. You smelled just destruction. We unloaded the food, and the pastor asked us to come with him and drive around to look at some of the damage. Okay. We were driving through a ghost town of a village. People are living in their basements. We stop every couple blocks and people come out and get water and food and bread. There's bombing going on all day. People are living in total fear. We would go block by block and stop and listen where the next bomb was to see if they were getting closer to us. He pointed at one apartment and said, see this apartment? We said, yeah. He said, the man that lives in that apartment is unloading food at the church. This apartment was bombed this morning. This hit me pretty hard. I thought after we unloaded all the stuff that we would just head on back. We ended up staying the night there that night. We had driven a lot, we were tired. We stayed in an apartment right next to the apartments that had been bombed. Got up early the next morning and it was raining. It was a cold morning. It was a cold, wet morning. A morning you didn't really want to get out at daylight. But we went back over to the church to get our other vehicles, and the sight that I saw just astounded me. I saw thousands and thousands of people standing in the street at daybreak in the cold rain, waiting for some food. The church doesn't give food till later, but the earlier you get there, the shorter the line is, I guess. When I saw that group of people, I saw old people, young people, single moms, handicapped people. I saw people just like you and me. And I realized that this was real. This was something that affected people at the deepest level. People's homes, people's lives. People are trying to take care of their children. This is affecting people in the worst way. When you don't have a job, or you're in between jobs, that's one thing. But when you lose everything, it's devastating. I didn't see a car in sight. When we left, we circled the block. There wasn't a car anywhere. Everybody had walked from wherever they came from to get in line for some food. On the way back to Western Ukraine, God put in my heart to be a bridge from the American church to Ukraine. Many people don't know how to help. We just try to share the story of what's going on. And this same thing is going on still. I watched the battles. Here it is 16 months later. We're in frontline villages all the time. We see the battles that are going on between Russia and Ukrainians. We're also living in these villages where the civilians are bombed every single day. No matter what you see on TV, I'm telling you, it's God's honest truth. These people are being bombed so many times every day. I believe that the civilians are being bombed just as much as the military. And it's devastating. This should not be. This should be against laws of humanity. But we thank so many people for helping us at this point. We ask you to continue to help us and pray for us. Pray for our safety. Pray that God will continue to provide for our needs, the fuel we need to run up and down the road, the encouragement we need to encourage other pastors. Thank you very much.
We're carrying bags of food down across this blown up bridge, getting to some of the people over in this area. These ladies have some heavy bags and boxes. They need help getting this stuff across the river. Okay, we just got some more food across the river. Try to video it going back. These old ladies are trying to cross. Trying to help them get their stuff over here.